Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Power football with the run. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. Think about the Big 12 conference. It just seems like teams get caught sleeping.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The Dogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He's looking to throw. He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Boom. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Give to the running back. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Tuggle. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. The RPO fired complete to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Has the 45 on its way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's White. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Using his feet. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter and Notre Dame has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. On the move, it's Robinson. Breaks into the open. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. Had to throw it before he wanted.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you've got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the 2nd ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. This place is alive, and they'd love to force this offense into another mistake. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. With the catch, it's James. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
He got it. That brings him to within one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still first and goal. The give to the fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
And the defense stopped them again on second and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'll run it on third and goal. And he runs exactly what he's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Turning it on! They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Bulldozes his way through. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up touchdown Notre Dame. Grabbed in the end zone and put 6 on the board.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground with the counter. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Not all guys have the ability. To break on the football, go make a play. and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Fires to the tight end. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Zings it complete to the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
From the gun to give, looking for room. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Get set, get set.
Back to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Touchdown! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The AT unit on the field. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They march 72 yards, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. It bounced through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside a half minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? Wants to throw. It's Holstein. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, the running back looking for room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Got a little space. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready. They're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They'll give it to him again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They think there's room to run to the right here. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They're going to ride this running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Might as well give it to him again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking downfield, it's Holstein. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield and make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
This crowd knows when to bring it. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. That'll cut this lead down to 5. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble.
Come on, set.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Carr. He's got the tight end, and he's dragged down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Send the tight end in motion. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. The give to the tailback. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Carr. Pressure coming. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting the big sack.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done.
Balls it in on the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's it, fly. Complete to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Carr. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Flanagan. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Using his legs, it's Young. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's fine. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Wake Forest. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're going to test the right side with this one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Looking for an open area to his left. Got his man downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
The give to the back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The toss to the outside. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
To the air, it's Holstein. Makes the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drill.
Here's the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun. Under fire. It's caught. The 2-point try is good, and now it's a 3-point game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Snap of the drive from the 25. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes out needing a score here, down 1 possession. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Young. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're trying to hurry to the line. They're right on the edge of field goal range here. Looking downfield on first down. Moving away from pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now, because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Carr. Firing to the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on.
Here we go. Cobra. Igloo! Igloo! Stand. Flare! Flare! Get set! Get set! Set up! 29 Philly, 2-9 Philly. Ready, go!